Another thing that I'm speaking about today is, I'm sitting back, knocking on everybody's door, ain't nobody answering. I told chick, hold on. Yeah, like I was telling y'all, I told the chick, you know, like I'm trying to give the people the cure to some of these diseases, you know what I'm saying? And I told niggas like they acting like they don't want the cures. And everybody prancing around on stage talking about we raising money for cures and shit. Like I'm like, what the fuck is y'all doing? So it's like I can't even pay these motherfuckers for them to allow themselves to accept the cure from me. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want to allow themselves to accept it from Ronald. But if somebody else was to bring the cure to him and say, look, I got this cure for you. Maybe if Susan Coleman was to say, hey, I got a cure for the world, they'll accept it from her or others, but they won't accept it from Ronald. Why is that? They sick in the head. Now, so I told Brandy Cyrus, I say, man, all that on IG. I said, I want to be your pimp. And I asked her if she wanted to hoe for me. She didn't respond with a yes. She didn't respond with a no either. But I mean, she ain't respond with no yes. And I look at her, I hope she didn't take it as if I was being disrespectful to her or anything, because I wasn't. I wasn't being disrespectful to her. I was actually showing her respect. Because I see her out there doing her thing, She was in the Million Man March on Washington. She was a good advocate for, some shit in Washington. I see her all over. Gun rights. I was thinking gun laws or something. So, I just want to know if she wanted to hoe for me. She's going to let me pimp her. You know what I mean? And I hope she ain't take that shit as disrespect. And I hope none of her friends took it as if I was disrespecting her. You know what I'm saying? Because you look at a lot of different people in this world, she hoeing for them. You know what I'm saying? And like, why are you hoeing for these people? And these people committing civil rights violations, and these people was advocating, ways of life that's contrary to nature. And her and her sister hoeing for Ellen DeGeneres. She advocates a way of life that's contrary to nature. And, they on that, advocating that way of life, lesbians and shit. Like, if you friends with them and you got a lot of followers, 100 million followers on Instagram, and 100 million followers, you could drop an album and that shit sell 1 million copies. I mean, you got 1 million motherfuckers that like you. So if they like you, they like what you are. And they like the people that fuck with you. So they like Ellen in her way of life. You know what I'm saying? So you advocating this way of life and you hoeing for Ellen and her lesbian people. Why don't you hoe for me? I'm trying to crack down on cops that shooting police and shit. I mean, cops that shooting innocent, unarmed people. Why don't you hoe for me and advocate my way of life? I'm trying to get life sentences abolished. Why don't you hoe for me? And I tell the bitch, like, if you talk to somebody educated, not even educated, you talk to somebody with a little bit of motherfucking sense, you look like a dumb bitch. And then when I call them dumb bitches, they get mad. You know what I'm saying? He's dumb. You might think the same thing about me. But one thing about me is I stand firm to everything that I stood firm to my entire life, nigga. I ain't never sell my motherfucking soul. You know what I'm saying? Now I ask you this. When you was a little girl growing up, did you ever say, I'm going to promote lesbians and gays and shit? Is that what you stood for when you was a little kid growing up? If so, your parents ain't shit for instilling that shit in you and for not breaking that habit out of you as a child. You know what I'm saying? They should have broke, and if that was what you stood, they should have broke that habit out of you as a motherfucking child. So your parents ain't shit. I hope you didn't stand for it, because now your whole family look bad. Instead of just you, your whole goddamn lineage look bad. So I sit and I kick it with these motherfuckers. So I say, hey, do you want to hoe for me or not? And not only her, but a lot of other bitches. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna be a hoe, be a good hoe. You ain't even no good hoe. You hoeing for fake ass political scenes and shit. All y'all bitches, like not all y'all, but a lot of y'all bitches is. And I ask them, you want to hoe for me? They getting uptight, like I'm the fucking Antichrist or something by saying it like that. You know what I'm saying? But shit, we being realistic. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you posing in pictures with corrupt congressmen and shit. You hoeing for them. Every time you post, that's it. I support this shit. Every time you hold a sign with them niggas supporting some bullshit, that make you look bad. You know what I'm saying? So you looking bad as a hoe. But the congressman don't care because he got what he want. But you ain't actually getting what the fuck you want out of life. So now you becomes a dumb hoe. Or a silly hoe. Everybody get what they want, you don't get what the fuck you want. Or I hope that ain't what the fuck you stand for, what you want out of life. Because then you just a hoe. Or just a hoe. You got different types of hoes. I don't want you to be one of those hoes. I want you to be a hoe that reap benefits of your labors and shit. There's nothing to fucking gain by hoeing for this motherfucker on some bullshit ass, fake ass political shit. You know what I'm saying? You posing and hoeing for a nigga that don't even respect the Constitution. At least if you hoe with me, you'll be able to reap the benefits, the Constitution to be respected, your constitutional rights to be respected. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all motherfuckers is silly. But you know, that's what I'm a silly motherfucker. Because there's a lot of shit that I'm ignorant to in this world. So, you know, I don't talk like I got a lot of knowledge. Shit, I got a foundation to build on, motherfucker. Y'all motherfuckers prancing around in front of the cameras as if you ain't even got a foundation to build on. You just blowing with the motherfucking wind and shit. Like, damn, bitch, what do you stand firm about? Motherfucker, if the wind was to blow to motherfucking whatever the fuck, that's where the fuck you going. You know what I'm saying? And it's not only like certain people, but I say that because you want to be my friend, she ain't respond and say yes or no. So I mean, well, bitch, if you ain't got no love for Toronto, fuck you too. But I ain't even saying fuck you. I'm still being respectful to you. I'm just bringing to light your way of thinking. And when I bring to light your way of thinking, you can't say my way of thinking is wrong. You got to accept that your way of thinking is fucked up. And you stand for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the fuck you got to accept. I speak to a lot of different Congress people and stuff. And they don't do shit. Seriously. People are sick. You know what I'm saying? And like, damn. Y'all motherfuckers fucked up. And it ain't me, it's y'all. Like y'all celebrate Christmas. Y'all support people who don't support the Constitution. Then y'all dance around talking about Second Amendment rights and kids got constitutional rights too. Bitch, you look dumb. Because you kicking it with a nigga that don't respect the constitutional rights of adults. If he don't respect the constitutional rights of adults, what the fuck make you think he'll respect the constitutional right of the kids? He don't even respect the fucking Constitution, period. And he friends with a group of other motherfuckers that don't. He, she, whatever the fuck it is. Your representatives, Senate and shit. President. You know. Like I say, regardless who the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's just simple shit that goes on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be harsh. But I tell you this. And because if a nigga thinking like, nigga, you know, he trying to pimp a bitch, nigga, he some type of pimp. Nah, it ain't like that. It ain't nothing like that. I'll let you pimp me. If you could pimp me outright in the direction in which I want to go in life. If you could pimp me outright in the direction in which I want to go, you could be my motherfucking pimp. That tell me everything I need to know. They're like, that tell me you don't stand for shit either. Seriously. And I'm not a disrespectful person. I'm realistic. You know, Gucci Mane said it. You know, the first step to recovery is admitting. You have to admit that something is wrong with your way of thinking. You have to recognize your way of thinking as being fucked up before you can correct it. If you don't recognize your way of thinking and your behavior and your way of life as being fucked up, you will never correct it because you can't fix what's not broken. And if it's programmed in your head, nothing's wrong with you, then you go program in your head not to fix it because you go say, ain't shit wrong with me. You know? So I sit back, I look at it. Like I said, I'm still trying to get people to curious, you know? I sit back, kick it with y'all. You know, laugh and joke. You know? But this shit real. This shit serious. And you know what I'm saying? This type of motherfuckers, like if you looked at that shooting in Florida, like everybody marched on Washington and shit, they rallied 800,000. They said, I think it said over 800,000 people for that bullshit. And not one of them motherfuckers was citizen arrest a crooked cop who has committed or continued to commit criminal violations. And they all got a constitutional right to do this, but not one of them would do this. And this is real shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are probably friends with crooked cops. And they families friends with crooked cops. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever community you in, you know, it's people in them communities. And a lot of police in the communities got roots in them communities. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. You know? So I'm sitting back like, shit, I still got the door open. If you want to hoe for me and be my hoe, you know, let me be your pimp, then motherfucker, you can hit me up on IG. You know? Ain't no doubt. You know how I do it. Shit, I'm going to do me regardless. And I'm still going to run for president. After I say this, after this is recorded, I'm still going to run, because I'm going to further educate. I got enough education already to justify everything I'm saying, but I'm going to further educate myself and still run for president. Like, you know, you're 30 years old. You know, can you think for yourself, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Seriously. And I'm sitting back kicking in this shit bullshit with niggas. I'm telling niggas, come get the cures. Niggas don't even want to get the cures. And then you see them dancing and prancing around TV and shit. Like what is it you want? I told everybody, invite me to your show on live TV. Nobody wanted to do that. I'm listening to what's being said. I know y'all don't know the truth about the 9/11 attack because I'm listening to what's being said. I'm listening to Michael Moore. I'm listening to all the other conspiracy theorists on YouTube. I'm listening to the members of Congress giving a account of what they believe the events was, or just giving their account of the events. I'm just listening to everything. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all motherfuckers don't know the truth. And I'm trying to tell y'all, like, look, nigga, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Just put me on live TV. Now, y'all saying people lost. I see people supporting wounded warriors, fucked up. What happened to the troops over there? Well, don't you want to know why the troops went over there? Don't you want to know the truth behind what drew them troops over there? Well, soldiers are fucked up. Military families, people lost. Kids lost. Well, don't you want to help them kids by telling the truth about why their parent went over there? You got Tammy Duckworth, member of Congress, lost her legs over in that fucking war. Don't you want to know the truth about why you went over to that war, Tammy Duckworth? You a senator. Organize the shit and tell them put this nigga on live TV. Don't you want to know? Don't you want to know why your fellow comrades and other troops got killed and shit? You probably lost friends over there. And you probably know people that lost friends and family. Don't you want them to get some comfort, peace of mind? So we could finally rest and put all these conspiracy theories to rest? Ain't this what you want? Don't you want to know why you went over there? I'm just asking this woman. I'm not being disrespectful to none of y'all. I'm just asking y'all, don't y'all want to know the truth behind why, or do she already know? If she already know, tell her go on live TV and say it. Seriously. For real. And I sit and I look at this, and this is what I go through every day. And then when you bring an account on it, like when you pull it, like, look, man, bringing the light on what the fuck they doing, they look stupid as fuck. Then they flip it on you as if you the problem. And I look at them like, look at these silly motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Look at, like, this silly bitch. I'm not calling her no silly bitch, but I'm just saying, don't you want to know? Don't you want the rest of the people to know? Don't you want the whole world to know? Or do you want some knowledge to yourself so you could go try to do a behind the scene deal? She been in Congress. She been a senator for some years. She been in Congress long enough to advocate getting that Christmas repealed as a federal holiday to protect the Constitution, to protect the Constitution, uphold the Constitution, as she taking an oath to do. But she ain't even dropped not one bill on that. Not proposed one bill, one piece of legislation, you know, promoting that shit. Because it's unconstitutional to recognize Christmas as a national holiday. It's unconstitutional. It violates the First Amendment. And she ain't do that, so I guess that type of behavior leads me to believe that maybe she don't want to know the truth behind the shit. Maybe she just go with the flow because now she knows the game. And I ain't singling nobody out. I'm just saying what I said. And it's my point of view. You may not like things about me. But I tell you this, at the end of the day, you can't never say I violated the Constitution. You can't never say I violated the Constitution. Because everything I say is supported by the Constitution. You can't never say I played no games and was friends with motherfuckers that violated the Constitution. Because I cut all them niggas loose. You know how I learned how to cut all them niggas loose? Your criminal justice system taught me this. When I was on probation, one of your rules of probation is you can't be around people who committed crimes. You can't be around people who engage in certain behaviors. When I was a kid, I thought it was a burden because half my community committed crimes. Half my community was also on probation. Half my peers, my other children in the community, you know, they engaged in behaviors that was contrary to my rules of probation. So I thought I was being burdened and shit. But I took that shit and turned that and came into a better man from that shit. Now, I don't associate with nobody who engaged in them type of criminal behaviors, whether he a congressman or not, or a regular motherfucking civilian, citizen. I don't. So I took that shit and grew from that shit. Everything y'all threw at me, I took it and grew. Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I took it and grew. I became a better man, a stronger man. I stand on my own too and don't give a fuck what the fuck you think about me. And you could probably say I said some shit about Ellen, but I guarantee Ellen friends with pedophiles too. Ellen DeGeneres, she's friends with pedophiles. Y'all all fuck with her. So you look like a silly ass bitch. It's because I back my shit by evidence. Because I know things that the other people don't know. Ellen DeGeneres is friends with pedophiles. Certified friends with certified pedophiles. What's the definition of a pedophile? That's who the fuck she's friends with. And all y'all support that bitch. All of y'all. Y'all look like silly bitches. You look stupid and goofy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't to belittle nobody, but I'm trying to tell y'all, cut them niggas loose. Motherfucker, you ain't got to agree with what I say, and you can come to her support and her rescue and say, hey, he's wrong. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm wrong about Christians being unconstitutional too, ain't I? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. That's because you engage in that type of behavior, and you condone that shit, that type of behavior, and I don't, motherfucker. That's why you gonna say I'm wrong, motherfucker. Because you don't like the way I think, because I don't think like you and yours, motherfucker. And that's about all I'm gonna say for now. I got shit to do.